Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over is God saying, what goes around come back around, and now these people feel the very same way how they tried to make you feel. What was done to you is now being done to them. I tell you guys all the time that when people go against you, right, and people do things to harm you, to want to see you hurt, to want others to see you in a negative way, I tell you, let it happen. I tell you, don't stoop down to their level and try to get revenge by doing to these people what they did to you, because God will deliver a justice to you that you would never have been able to do on your own. You got to sit back and let God handle these things for you, right? You have to sit back and let God handle your enemies, because he'll have a special kind of way of getting to your enemies that you wouldn't be able to have done on your own. And I tell you that all the time. I tell you that when these people went against you, they didn't understand, or they didn't think long enough on the consequences, right? That would happen behind trying to go against someone who was chosen and going against someone who didn't even fight back. A lot of you guys didn't fight back with these people. You didn't talk back. You didn't do to them what they did to you. You just sat back and you cried out to God, and you asked him for deliverance, and you asked him for mercy on your soul, because you knew that you weren't perfect and you had done things. But when you sat back and you looked at the injustice and the imbalances in your life at the hands of these other people, you said, even though I'm not perfect, I would have never done this to my friend. I would have never done this to my family. I would have never done this to someone who I claimed I love. But it was done to you. And so now, as God sit back and he evaluates every wrongdoing that these people did, every action that these people took against you, he's upset. I'm feeling you also got people who have also passed along, who is watching over you, who is also very disappointed in the way that people treated you and how they handled you in this situation. All of these things that were done served as part of your elevation. However, the way that it was done, people went too far and took it too far. And in that moment that they were doing it, they had no remorse. They had no regret. And now God is about to start dealing with these people. And the way that he's about to start doing it is, sometimes, like I say, you think that you big and bad. There's always someone out there who's worse than you, and worse than some of these people. They tried to hide it, but at the end of the day, God sit high and look low, and he know how to search your soul. And at the end of the day, you'll come across a person, you think that you'll come across a person who's just as worse. And you think, just when you think that you've gotten away with what you've done, or that you was justified in your wrongdoing, someone will do the very same thing to you that you did to others who were undeserving of it, who were undeserving of that treatment, undeserving of those betrayals, undeserving of the lies that was told on them, undeserving of the misjudgment, of the misunderstandings, undeserving of the gang stalking, forming groups to go against people, doing things against people that you know should have never been done, when people were just minding their business and going about their way. People persistently tried to insert themselves on your path, in what you was doing, in your business, for none of the right reasons. None of the right reasons. People kept up that farce, that image, just to stay around you, just to know what you got going on, just so they can go and try to you was around a lot of weird people, man. You had a lot of people who you didn't need to be telling your business to. A lot of these people, you think that people will sit up here and be happy for you, which they should, because why would you sit up here and hate on somebody when all they doing is winning in life, especially if you know all the struggles and the hardships that they went through. This is the thing why you would never understand it, because you walking with God. These people are lost and they hurt. And that's why they operating from a low vibrational energy in space. But you have to allow God to work with these people. And I'm telling you what I'm feeling. This is a different type of justice that's about to be served. Because at the end of the day, God not going to give up until they understand. Some of these people have gone and done the same things time and time again, over and over and over, not trying to change. And now, unfortunately, it's going to take something really drastic to happen to these people for them to realize they were dead wrong and they were foul. You don't do that. I don't care what it is that you feel. I'm about to tell you something right now, because I know people outside of my JC gang that's going to come across these messages. Let me tell you something. You can laugh at me. You can judge me. You can say all you want about how you don't believe in what I'm doing. You don't do this. You don't do that. But you're watching. You're watching. And see, what I'm saying is, like, you had a lot of people who didn't like you. Didn't even like you. Don't know why they don't like you, but they don't like you. But they'll watch you. They'll watch you. And I don't know, for whatever the reason, I was like, should I say this? Because, I pick up on, I'll pick up on different things. Like, be it, like, if something come to me from a movie or whatever the case may be. So I was really picking up on that the first Man in Black movie. Y'all know that roach, the alien, right? That had took the body of that man. And he was going around portraying himself to be human, and he really wasn't. He was everything but. And the thing is, he didn't like when you would crush his roaches, right? He didn't like that. And he'll go after you, be it he'll kill you or whatever the case may be. He did not like that. He did not like that. If y'all didn't see the first movie, go see that. I'm telling you, I don't know why this example came to me, but I'm just going to say it. You had a lot of people who were evil, but didn't like you calling them out on their evil ways. Oh my God. You had a lot of people, they know they messed up. They don't have no plans of changing. They like being in that energy. They like being two-timing. They like having that Jezebel succubus energy about them. Using what you want to call it, using their image or their beauty or whatever, to using it to work for them in their favor, right? They didn't care who they was hurting, who they was stomping on, who they was using. They didn't care who they was talking about. They didn't care. They didn't care who they was lying on. They didn't care who they was talking about, who they was judging. So the thing is, you encounter a lot of people who didn't like you but was watching you. And every time, if you try to call these people out on their ways to get an understanding, not even just to condemn them, but just to get an understanding, they did not like it, and they will blow up at you in the worst way. Or they'll lie. They'll lie. That's a different form of, like, a way that they would crush you. They'll lie to your face, but tear you down behind your back. Like, how dare they try to come for me? They did this, that, and the third. Or go and tell someone else about it. It's literally like how it was coming to me. I'm not about to do it because I know I'm going to look all kinds of crazy. But it was like, oh, like, they winning. They got a career. Oh, they got money. I'm just going to get out of that, because I'm telling you, I don't want to keep out. These people, I'm telling you, these people, you really need to pray. 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 You don't understand these people. The things of which you think you know, you do not know. I keep trying to tell you something. The best way that you could do is isolate yourself. That was the best thing that you could have done. Because you never would have got the truth from these people. And you never would have got justice. God is delivering that justice, because only God can get to these people and handle these people the way that they need to be handled. And that's why I'm telling you, what goes around is coming on back around. And whatever it is that these people thought that they got away with, whatever it is they felt that they was just on, whatever they was laughing about, what they thought they got away with, or that you've done, or whatever the case may be, it's coming back around. And now they feel the very same way that they tried to make you feel. And they don't like it. And they hurt. And they ashamed. They are ashamed. Some of these people, man, the way that this is about to come back on them, they're going to be wanting to try to plead to get back in your life. But y'all better go listen to that video where I said they cannot go where God is about to take you, you better start getting tough skin. You better start building yourself back up to understand that these people cannot go to where they can't go where God is about to take you. They can't go where God is about to take you because they're too dark, they're too evil. All they're going to do is knock you off your path. Eventually, they'll have a good going, and then they'll change and go right back and result to the very same thing that made you not, that made you see them for who they were. And God told you that they can't go because of who they were. And now you see. They're going to result right back to those same characteristics and ways of being. So the best thing that you can do is start to really get an understanding for yourself, to understand that sometimes some people come in your life for a reason, not a season. And if they come in your life for a season, there was a meaning behind it. But it's all so that you will become awakened and elevated. Don't take these people back. Don't think that you know these people because of what you see surface level. Pray that God give you insight. Some of y'all, he's already gifted you with insight and with the gift of discernment. I'm telling you what I know. I don't come on here and talk no foolish. Some of y'all might be like, why she used the man in black? Because I'm trying to tell you something. That's what came to me. He didn't like when you crushed the roaches. He didn't like that. Those are his kind. Those are his people. He didn't like that. He wasn't human. He only looked human. You are around some real evil people that was dabbling in some stuff for which you did not know what they was doing behind your back, baby. I'm trying to tell you something. If you try to go against people, they'll try to eat you alive. They'll try to burn bridges with you. That's their fault. They burn bridges with you. They ruined the trust and the connection and in the friendship. There's no getting that back because you needed to see. So God will get you to where you needed to be. I talked about it in my other videos, but I'm trying to tell you for this one, you have to learn how to go with the spiritual flow. Go with the spiritual flow and move where God is trying to take you. Understand, if you went through all this hell, just think about it. You went through all this hell. You ain't got a family, a friend, or nobody with whom you can really trust and depend on, because every single last one of these people was doing some mess behind your back, right? Or judging you. Don't you understand that that's God's way of showing you that you're chosen and that you're destined for something bigger and greater than these people? So at the end of the day, you got to understand, man, the justice that God has given you, though, for going through that, because you didn't deserve it, what goes around, come back around. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't it funny how life goes around? The same people you see going up, you see them coming down. A lot of these people that was laughing because they was going up and saw you down, I'm trying to tell you something. God is about to balance out the scales. He is about to balance out the scales. For ain't it funny how you need me now? The same woman you mistreated is your everything now. I'm trying to tell you something. Some of these people mistreated you. Y'all ain't ready for it. Some of these people mistreated you, talked so foul on you behind your back. Oh my God. And you was helping these people. You was loving these people. And it's like how you do that. How you come home to a person knowing that they all the bills paid, everything, house clean, everything. As soon as you step out that house, you being a completely different person to make this person look like a straight fool. They didn't care. They needed to keep you blinded so they could keep coming back in that house and getting replenishment from you and getting love from you. But now everybody about to get exposed. People about to be ashamed of themselves because the real them is about to be shown. They cover is blown. I don't understand it if you know that you messed up and you know that that's wrong. What you try to hide it for? Be you. For the good or for the bad, be you. The best thing that you could be is just be real, man. Be real about it. Stand up in it and be real about it. But if you know that you got to hide it because you know that how you are, you know you shouldn't be that way. And ain't nobody raised you to be that way. But let me tell you something, you never really know because you don't know how people grew up and what their parents showed and how their parents were. So like I say, man, you know, for me to say that, like I say, ain't it funny? Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how people need you now after they mistreated you and had all that mess to say? Ain't it funny that the same people that you seen going up, you see them down now? And now people ain't got no choice but to see you for who you are because God raising and elevating you up because you weren't deserving of what they dished out to you. You weren't deserving of it. It ain't like you asked God to do this. You was pleading and begging that you would get out of that situation and just live somewhat of a normal, stable life. You weren't asking for all these things that God about to bring your way, man. You weren't asking for all these riches and fame and fortune and success. You wasn't asking for all of that. You humble people. But God about to give it to you anyway. Because ain't it funny? God saying, ain't it funny? Sit back and watch. Ain't it funny how people need you now? I said the same woman because I was the son that was coming to me. But let me tell you something. The same woman, the same man, the same friend, the same cousin, the same niece, the same daughter, the same son that you mistreated, you need. Ain't it funny? It ain't funny how God coming through for you because he always had intentions of coming through for you. Always had your back. This is his plan. But as far as these people are concerned, what go around, come back around. What goes around, come back around. And these people see now. And hopefully they get on their journey. Hopefully they change. But you don't worry about that. You let God handle that. And until next time, I want you to stay prayed up and I want you to be blessed, my babies. I love y'all. Keep your head up. I tell you all the time, don't let people see you sweat. You understand me? Don't let nobody see you sweat. You just pray about it because prayer changes things. I stand on that. I believe in that. I put my faith in my prayer and in that man above. I put my faith in God. I put my faith in Jesus Christ, the Son. I put my faith in that. I believe in that. I stand on that. And I'm telling you, do the same. And until next time, understand that we ride together, we slide together, JC Gang for life. Stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.